Hello and welcome to day 70. Today is a grow day, so get your meals in and get your recovery on. Today is also the final day of week number 10, meaning starting tomorrow, we only have 2 weeks left in this 12-week blueprint to muscle. Since I didn't cover my check-ins too much with the last video, I wanted to go over them in this one. So, weighed in yesterday morning at 237 pounds. So that puts us at officially 32 pounds up from the start of this trainer. And as I've been documenting through the pictures, you've been able to see that most of those gains are lean, hard muscle gains, water, glycogen, and muscle tissue. So very excited about that. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of body fat that comes into play with any sort of bulk, but definition has stuck around. Waist has remained tight. Vascularity has stayed this entire trainer, so I'm super excited about the crazy amount of progress that I've been able to make in such a short period of time. And the major variable that's influenced that is the way this 12-week blueprint is set up with the workouts. So obviously I know how to put together a nutrition plan for muscle mass gain, but I have never trained the way that this workout program is structured. And the focus on progressive overload and the consistency and the timing of the workouts, the amount of recovery, everything has just come together as the perfect storm for muscle mass building. And a big part of this is also due to the emphasis and consistency on how I progressively overload. So that has led to some of the biggest, fastest strength gains I have ever made as well. So just to give you a few numbers, because a few people have been asking me, here are some of the starting points on a few different exercises versus where I am currently. And remember, these numbers are only 10 weeks apart. All right, so barbell incline press, we've gone from 225 at the start for reps to 285. Pull-ups, we've gone from body weight up to 30 pounds of additional resistance. But remember, I've put on 30 plus pounds as well. So really that's going to be 65 pounds of added weight on the pull-ups for the same reps, same strict form at the start in 10 weeks. Shoulder press machine went from 150 to the low end of the rep range up to maxing out the machine at 200 for the high end of the rep range. Tricep cable extensions from 75 pounds to 110 pounds. I even had to increase the volume on that one because I maxed out the cable stack. So I'm doing 2 sets with the 110 pounds instead of the one overload set with the 75 that we started with. Leg curls from 160 pounds up to 250 pounds. So almost a 100-pound increase on the leg curls. I've also gone up in reps from the start. This is the seated leg curl machine. And if you remember, I actually had to switch and put the seated leg curl on my high rep leg days because I was maxing out the machine and going above the rep range for the lower rep heavy leg days. Deadlifts from 315 to 455. And remember, this is Romanian deadlifts. So these are not touching the ground. These are going down into a deep stretch, focusing on the hamstrings. So this is a much more difficult variation than the traditional deadlift, which I could do for much more than that. So 455 on a Romanian deadlift, I'm very happy with. And squats, this is the belt squat from 315 to 455. So these are just a few examples of the strength increases that I've been able to make on this transformation plan. And the other important thing to note here is I'm very picky about form. Make sure the form stays perfect throughout this entire program. You don't want to speed up the repetitions or allow momentum or bouncing to come in because that defeats that variable and stops the actual progressive overload. Keep the reps slow, keep being able to focus on the muscle, and increase the reps or weight as you can. I have also maxed out around 8 of the machines that I am training with in the plan. And again, this is with slow, controlled form. My point in all this is not to brag in myself, but to brag in the way that this program is put together and the results that I've achieved that even I didn't see coming strength-wise. So the muscle mass gains we've been able to document and are incredible in themselves, but the strength gains have been at such a fast rate, I was not expecting that at all. I was looking at moderate progressive overload, maybe 5 pounds or so from workout to workout, or an extra rep or two here or there. But especially at the beginning of the plan, I was able to increase dramatically in weight and repetitions. And I credit that to the amount of both stimulation but also recovery that's built in to this program, and the way it's structured so that you're focusing on that one overload set per muscle per workout. So it's with eagerness and anticipation that I look forward to these last 2 weeks to continue to add on to those numbers. But in the meantime, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your grow day, and I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video.